my name is Muhammad Faiz binti Hassan. My metric number is L24A0542.
Hi, my name is Muhammad Amirul bin Muhammad Zaid. My metric number L24A0479.
Hi, my name is Nushwada binti Ibrahim. My metric number is L24B0442. Hi, my name is Siti Ayuni Bakis binti Anamulka. My metric number L24A0494.
Hello, my name is Mufahana Amira binti Man Ahmed. My metric number L24B0459.
Hi, my name is Nurul Khaira Safia binti Abdul Wahab. My metric number L24A0687.
Hi, my name is Nura Arishwada binti Siti. My metric number is L24A0480.
Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. Today we would like to present our project entitled Proposal Development and Implementation of a Social Entrepreneurship Module for the Indigenous Lemongrass Enterprise Project in Post Blau, Buah Musang. This project aims to help the orang asli community improve their income through lemongrass-based business activities. First, let me explain the background of the project. The orang asli community in Post Blau already has basic skills in farming, especially in growing lemongrass. However, they have limited knowledge in product development, branding and digital marketing. As a result, their product has limited market opportunities and their income potential is not fully achieved. The main problem identified is the lack of knowledge in product development, branding, pricing and online marketing. Many community members are also not familiar with e-commerce platforms such as Shopee and TikTok Shop. This project is important because it helps improve the economic well-being of the orang asli community. It also supports Sustainable Development Goal 1, which is no poverty, and Sustainable Development Goal 8, which is decent work and economic growth. The program has a 4 objectives. First, to develop participant skills in producing lemongrass-based products. Second, to improve participant knowledge in digital marketing. Third, to train participants in post-calculation and pricing strategies. And fourth, to empower the orang asli community through practical learning experience. This program use the experiential learning approach. Participants learn through hands-on activities, group discussion, business simulation and digital marketing practice. I will now pass the presentation to presenter 2.
Thank you. Next, I will explain the implementation of the program and the proposed evaluation. The program will be carried out through several activities. These activities include icebreaking and community sharing, pra mapping, product development workshop, costing, pricing section, Shopee and TikTok setup, sales simulation and reflection section. The target is the orang asli community in Post Blau, Buah Musang. The program use group work, role play, demonstration, participational activities and presentation. Now, I will explain the evaluation process. The first evaluation is process evaluation. Process evaluation measure how well the program is implemented. The method used include attendance record, observation, participant satisfaction survey and facilitated assessment. The indicator are at least 80% attendance, at least 85% participant satisfaction, all planned activities are complete, and active participation throughout the program. The second evaluation is outcome evaluation. Outcome evaluation measures the short-term changes in participant knowledge and skill after completing the program. The method include pre-test and post-test skill assessment and questionnaire. The indicator are at least 30% increase the knowledge score. At least 80% of participants can calculate cost correctly. at least 80% can create Shopee or TikTok shop account, increase confidence and promoting the selling product. Now, I would like to invite presenter 3 to continue.
Thank you. Finally, I will explain the impact evaluation, expected result, recommendation and conclusion. Data evaluation is impact evaluation. Impact evaluation is measure the long-term effect on the program on the community. The method include follow-up survey, interviews and sales performance review. The indicators are increased product sale, increased household income, active use of digital marketing platform, greater community involvement in business activities, and the last one is sustainable community business development. Next are the expected results. We expect this program to provide economic, knowledge and social benefit. For economic benefit, participants can increase their income and improve benefit sustainability. For knowledge and skill benefit, participants can improve their product development, digital marketing and financial management skill. For social benefit, participants can become more confident and actively involved in community activities. For future improvement, we suggest continuous mentoring, advanced digital marketing training, stronger collaboration with government agencies and NGOs, more product innovation regular monitoring, and the development of the community entrepreneur network. In conclusion, this program can help the overall Australian community improve their skill, knowledge and income through social entrepreneurship. It also has the potential to create sustainable economic opportunities and strengthen community development.
This is our project.